Hi, my name is Simon. The objective of this video is to explain how you can analyze your marketing channel performance in Amplitude versus Google Analytics 4. I'll cover three subjects. The first one, marketing channels definition, aka channel grouping. The second one, configuration of your default attribution model. And finally, the different ways you can analyze the performance of your channels. Let's dive in. In Amplitude, you can define your channels in your tracking plan properties in the channel section. I already have a few channels created, but let's create a new one to see how it works. This is where you define what you want to include in your channels. You have full flexibility on the number of channels or rules that you want to apply. Usually, you'll end up using either UTM parameters and or refer information in your channel's definition. FYI, you could also use any other type of data you capture, like gclid is in the URL or subdomain is X, and so on. Knowing that, you can see how Amplitude can allow you to personalize a bit more your channel definitions to better represent your business reality. So let's say you want to differentiate your branded organic traffic from non-branded organic traffic. Let's assume you know your homepage only ranks for your brand name. You could create another channel, let's call it organic branded, place it just before organic search, which we'll rename organic non-branded. And then, depending how you implemented your tracking, you could do something like anyone that has triggered the event home viewed, and where this page refer was any search domain. By doing that, you end up with an organic branded and an organic non-branded channel. Now I guess you're thinking, hey, I can probably do something similar in Google Analytics 4, right? Like GA is a marketing analytics platform. Well, unfortunately for the moment, this is not something possible in GA4. Even if it was possible in Universal Analytics, there's only one default channel grouping, and you need to adapt your tracking so it fits GA definition. You can easily find all the definitions by searching GA4 default channel grouping on the Google Analytics Help Center, and you'll find a table like this one to know how you should implement your campaign tracking so your traffic ends up in the right channels. Now that you created your marketing channels and track them properly, you need to set your default attribution model in your analytics platform. In Amplitude, there's no default attribution model. It's pointless to set one since you can choose any one you want based on your analysis needs, so there's nothing to configure here really. In GA4, however, you need to set a default attribution model. In your attribution settings, you can pick any of the out-of-the-box attribution models available. You can change it at any time, and it will update historical and future data. The look-back window limit goes up to 90 days, but if you decide to change it, it will only impact future data. Now that we have our marketing channels and our attribution model configured, we can finally start to look at some numbers. In Amplitude, it's pretty straightforward. You can group by or filter by any charts or dashboards by using the top panel. Here's the segmentation chart, allowing you to look at occurrences of specific events grouped by channel. Here's a funnel grouped by channel. You can also look at the evolution of conversion rate by channel by switching to conversion over time. You can also look at your retention grouped by channel and look at the evolution of your retention rate over time. Finally, you can also look at the performance of your channels in a table format, where you can decide which metric to look at, what level of breakdown you want, compared to a previous period, and so on. In GA4, you basically have two ways to look at channel performance. You can use the pre-built reports to look at channel performance either by using acquisition reports already grouped by channel or any other report by applying segments on top of the reports. In this example, if I want to see my retention by channel, I need to create one segment for each channel. The other way to look at channel performance is to create your own reports using Explore. Here's an example of a funnel created in GA4. If I want to analyze the performance of this funnel by channel, I need to add a dimension in the breakdown field to see the breakdown in the table under the funnel visualization. It's basically the same concept for any other custom reports you create in GA4. You can use the breakdown field to compare different channels, as you can see in this retention table. That's it. I hope it was useful for you to understand the differences between Amplitude and GA4 channel analysis.